Well, hey there, Saints. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday to you all. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Miss Prudie. And if you clicked in here by mistake, honey, I want to let you know that it wasn't a mistake. It's because you were meant to be here. Because I got a story to share now. Y'all remember I couldn't come on last week, right? Because a girlfriend of mine had a good problem. I mean, this problem was thick, honey. She called me just as I was getting ready to go on in the meeting with Mr. Jenkins, and crying and hysterical. And she started telling me, Miss Prudie, when you get out of work, I need you to come on by. And I said, well, you need me to come on by now? Because I could tell Mr. Jenkins I got to go. And she said, no, I want you to finish out the day, and I want you to come on over. I said, fine. So as soon as I got out of work, I made my way over there, and I found out what was going on. Turns out, her company, the company she worked for 21 years at, decided that they were going to make some budget cuts. And they decided to let her go. Now that thing stung like a bee because she didn't expect it. And she started carrying on. She started crying. She started saying that she didn't have a plan B. She started saying that she was supposed to retire 4 years. Like, how can this happen? She pleaded for her job, but that man told her there was nothing he could do. Had nothing to do with her performance. Had nothing to do with the time that she's given a company. It just was what it was. You know, the budget cuts. That happens from time to time. She left there with her head down, her head mighty low. And she was just telling me, Miss Prudie, I don't know what I'm going to do. I do have some stuff put to the side for a rainy day, but it's for just a rainy day. It's not enough to sustain me. My job was sustaining me. Now I couldn't take it any longer. So I said, Holy Ghost, in my heart, you know, I didn't scream it now. I said, you're going to have to give me the words to encourage this young lady, because she has been deceived by the devil himself. For her to think that the job that the Lord gave her is what sustained her all these years, I got to set her straight. So I told her to have a seat, stop flaring her arms and screaming in my ear, and have a seat. So she did just that. And I told her, I reminded her of how much we prayed for her to get that job. No, sir. You're going to come out. You're not going to do this today. You're going to come out of here. Yes. Pardon the interruption. Sometimes you got to remind the enemy of your authority. Now, I got a word to tell. I'm going to get it out. So anyway, I reminded her of how long we fasted and prayed for that job. I reminded her that God came through at that time, 21 years ago. I reminded her that she's not in control of anything. And if this man brought her to that conference room to tell her it was time to go, that the Lord already approved it. I just reminded her of just how good the Lord has been to her in those 21 years. And I didn't want her to give man the credit that she was giving him. Okay? Because everything we got, it's because the Lord gave it to us. Okay? And he can take it away when he feels like it. Who knows? This may be a beginning to something great, I told her. Something great might be around the corner, but you don't know. And you're wasting time with crying and trying to figure things out. I encouraged her to calm down, get herself together, and give God praise for what he's done. Because let me tell you something, guys. It gets better. The man didn't send her packing without nothing in her pocket now. She got a check. She got a severance package. Yes, she did. So not only do you have something for a rainy day, but you got something else in your pocket that you could put away until the Lord tells you what's next. Because this is certainly not the end. And I believe the reason why I wanted to share her story is because I believe that we need to be reminded of that. We're not in control of anything. Come on. Don't give the enemy that much power. Okay? When things like this happen and it's taking your breath away, I understand. I mean, she didn't understand. She didn't expect it. I get it. You know, I'm not trying to diminish what she was feeling, but I wasn't going to let her wallow in it either. Not on my watch. The Lord has been too good. So I encouraged her, just like I'm going to encourage you, if you're faced with any kind of trial, you sit with the Lord. You ask him, what is it that you're supposed to do? And don't move until he tells you. Don't try to figure it out yourself, because that's how you get in trouble. That's how you get into a trap. Thank him instead. Sit with him. Magnify him. Come on, give him praise. And watch what he does for you next. All right? I just kept thinking the whole time, if it was me, what would I do? I think I would have told Mr. Jenkins, just save your breath, brother. Pass me that pen. What do you want me to sign? Come on. You gonna give me money to stay home? What do you want me to sign? All right, I'm not trying to make light of it now. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.